The king crab fishery began in coastal communities in the North Pacific, where the crabs thrive in the harsh natural environment of the cold waters. Indigenous peoples, especially those living in Alaska, Russia, and coastal areas of Canada, have known about the crabs for centuries. They used simple but effective methods, such as nets and primitive traps, to catch the crabs. The king crab fishery really took off and became a major industry in the 20th century. The advent of more advanced fishing techniques, along with the growing international demand for king crab, fueled the industry's rapid growth. In the 1960s, the king crab fishery boomed in Alaska, which is considered the capital of the king crab industry. Larger fishing vessels equipped with modern technology have replaced traditional methods, significantly increasing catches. However, this boom has also led to major challenges in conservation and resource management. Overfishing in the early years led to a serious decline in the king crab population. This forced the US government and other countries to introduce strict regulations on fishing seasons and quotas to ensure the sustainability of the industry. Cage traps, developed in the 1950s, have become the main method of catching king crabs. These cages are specially designed to catch crabs without causing damage to them. The cages are made of metal, rectangular or square in shape, with an entrance but no exit, allowing crabs to easily enter but not escape. In addition to the use of cage traps, GPS and sonar technology are also used to find and track crab schools more effectively. These technological advances not only increase productivity but also help reduce the impact on the marine environment and non-target species. King crab is a rich source of nutrients, especially high-quality protein. King crab meat contains a large amount of essential amino acids, which are necessary for the development and maintenance of organs in the body. In addition, king crab is rich in minerals such as zinc, copper, and selenium. Zinc plays an important role in the immune system, while selenium is a powerful antioxidant that helps protect cells from damage. King crab also contains important vitamins, including vitamin B12, which is necessary for the production of red blood cells and maintaining nerve function. Furthermore, king crab is a rich source of omega-3, which helps reduce inflammation, support heart health, and improve brain function. Consuming king crab can bring many health benefits. The high omega-3 content in king crab has the ability to reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, improve blood circulation and reduce inflammation. The protein in king crab also helps strengthen muscles, support the recovery process after exercise and maintain overall health. In addition, king crab is low in saturated fat and cholesterol, making it an ideal choice for those who want to maintain a healthy diet. Minerals such as zinc and selenium also help strengthen the immune system, protecting the body from infections and cancer. I can continue to develop the next parts of the essay if you need. Let me know if you want me to continue with the king crab cuisine section or another section. King crab is a premium ingredient used in many traditional and modern dishes around the world. In Western countries, king crab is often processed into dishes such as grilled crab, steamed crab, or crab stuffed with cheese. Luxury restaurants also often serve king crab as an expensive appetizer or main course, accompanied by garlic butter or lemon sauces to enhance the flavor. Meanwhile, in Asian countries, especially Japan and Korea, king crab is the main ingredient in hot pot, sashimi, and sushi. King crab hot pot is famous for its rich and delicious flavor, combined with vegetables and fish bone broth. King crab sashimi is a fresh dish, often served with soy sauce and wasabi, helping to preserve the natural sweetness of the crab meat. One of the simplest but most popular dishes is steamed king crab with beer. To prepare this dish, fresh king crab is steamed with beer and spices such as ginger, lemongrass, and lemongrass leaves. The steaming process helps to retain the natural flavor of the crab meat, while making the crab meat soft and easy to separate from the shell. King crab with garlic butter sauce is also very popular. The crab is steamed before being lightly fried in butter and minced garlic, then a little lemon juice is added to create a light sour taste, balancing the richness of the butter. This dish is often served with toast or white rice. For lovers of Japanese cuisine, king crab sashimi is an indispensable choice. The crab meat is deshelled, cut into small pieces, then served with soy sauce and wasabi. The fresh, slightly sweet flavor of the king crab meat is preserved intact, bringing a sophisticated culinary experience. King crab is not only a delicious dish but also a symbol of luxury and class in international cuisine. The presence of king crab in banquets or high-end restaurant menus is a sign of luxury and style. The popularity of cooking shows and culinary competitions on television has brought king crab closer to the public. Celebrity chefs often use king crab in their creative dishes, thereby creating new culinary trends and increasing the commercial value of this crab. King crab is an important export item, especially from countries such as the United States, Russia, and Canada, where cold seas to the crab's natural habitat. The king crab consumption market is mainly concentrated in developed countries such as Japan, China, Korea, and European countries, where king crab is considered a luxury and expensive delicacy. In recent years, the demand for king crab has been increasing, especially in Asian markets, where consumers are willing to pay high prices for high-quality seafood products. This has created great opportunities for producers and exporters, while also pushing up the price of king crab on the global market. The economic value of king crab lies not only in the fact that it is a high-value export item, but also in the fact that the industry creates many jobs and contributes to the GDP of producing countries. The king crab fishery plays an important role in the economies of coastal areas, especially in Alaska, where crab fishing is the main source of income for many communities. It is estimated that the king crab industry brings hundreds of millions of dollars to the U.S. economy each year. In addition to exports, king crab is also consumed domestically at high value, generating large revenues for restaurants and seafood chains. Currently, the trend of consuming organic and sustainable foods is greatly affecting the king crab market. Consumers are increasingly interested in the origin and harvesting methods of the products they consume. As a result, producers and fishermen are having to adjust their production processes to meet environmental and sustainability requirements. In addition, e-commerce is also opening up new opportunities for the distribution of king crab. Consumers can buy fresh king crab directly from producers through online sales platforms, increasing market access and reducing intermediaries, thereby reducing costs and increasing profits. I can continue to develop the king crab fisheries and economic development section if you need it. Let me know. If you want to continue. King crab fisheries play a vital role in the economies of coastal communities, especially in areas such as Alaska, USA, Kamchatka, Russia, and British Columbia, Canada. In these areas, king crab fishing is not only a major source of income but also a part of local culture and traditions. In Alaska, king crab fishing provides thousands of jobs for local people, from fishermen directly involved in the catch to those working in processing, preservation, and export facilities. In addition, related services such as equipment supply, transportation, and vessel maintenance also benefit from the industry. Dependence on king crab fishing has spurred the development of fishing ports and coastal towns, turning them into bustling economic centers. In Russia, the Kamchatka region is famous for its king crab fishing. Kamchatka king crab is one of Russia's leading exports, bringing in a large amount of revenue for the regional economy. Thanks to crab fishing, coastal communities in Kamchatka have flourished, with improved infrastructure and quality of life. However, heavy dependence on king crab fishing also brings risks, especially in years when catches are low due to weather conditions or declining crab populations. This highlights the importance of sustainable management and conservation of this resource. King crab fishing and trade contribute significantly to the national economies of exporting countries. In the United States, king crab is one of the most valuable seafood exports, contributing hundreds of millions of dollars to the annual GDP. Alaska, with its king crab fishery, not only provides a large source of income for the state but also helps the United States assert its position in the global seafood market. In Russia, king crab exports are also an important source of foreign exchange, helping to strengthen the national economy. The Russian government has taken a number of measures to promote the industry, including investing in port infrastructure. Providing financial support to fishermen and related businesses, and negotiating trade agreements to expand export markets. King crab also plays an important role in promoting international cooperation. Bilateral and multilateral agreements between countries on the management and protection of king crab resources have helped strengthen cooperation in protecting marine resources and promoting the sustainable development of the industry. Although the king crab fishery has achieved many successes, it is also facing many challenges. One of the biggest challenges is climate change, which affects the natural habitat of king crab. Changes in sea water temperature can reduce crab populations, affecting catches. This requires managers and fishermen to adapt and develop sustainable management strategies to protect this resource. In addition, increasing competition in the international market also poses a major challenge. Countries exporting king crab face competition from other seafood products, as well as from countries with lower production costs. This requires the king crab industry to continuously improve product quality, increase production efficiency and seek new markets. However, along with the challenges come great opportunities for growth. The growing global demand for high-quality seafood products is a great opportunity for the king crab industry. The expansion of export markets, especially in Asian countries where the middle class is growing and tends to consume more high-end seafood, offers great potential for growth. In addition, new technologies in the field of aquaculture also open up opportunities to develop king crab farming, helping to reduce pressure on natural resources and ensure the sustainability of this industry. Throughout the essay, we have gone through many different aspects of king crab cage fishing, from its development history, nutritional value, to economic and commercial value. King crab fishing not only brings great economic value but also plays an important part in the culinary culture and life of many coastal communities. Importance of the king crab industry. King crab fishing and trade play a key role in promoting economic development, especially in coastal countries such as the United States, Russia, and Canada. In addition to its economic value, king crab also brings high nutritional value, becoming an important ingredient in international cuisine. To ensure the sustainable development of the king crab industry, it is necessary to combine sustainable management, environmental protection, and the application of advanced technologies. Governments, producers, and fishermen need to cooperate closely to cope with the challenges of climate change, market competition, and the decline of natural resources. In addition, expanding the market, improving product quality, and developing king crab farming are also necessary steps to ensure a sustainable future for this industry. As the king crab fishery has grown, advice on conservation and resource management has become increasingly urgent. King crabs live in cold waters where harsh environments have limited their range and reproductive capacity. This makes resource management more important than ever. Without effective management measures, the risk of population decline can have serious consequences, not only for the environment but also for the economy and livelihoods of local people. Many countries have now established strict regulations on fishing seasons, catch quotas, and minimum catch sizes to ensure the sustainability sustainability of this resource. In the United States, king crab management regulations are strictly enforced, with the cooperation of government agencies, non-profit organizations, and fishing communities. These solutions have helped the king crab population recover after a period of decline in previous decades. In Russia, the government has also implemented many policies to protect the emperor's resources, including establishing marine reserves and applying fat control measures to combat overfishing. International cooperation between relevant countries also plays an important role in protecting the emperor's resources. Although there have been the most successes in protecting the emperor's resources, there are still many ways ahead. Climate change, with its difficult changes in sea temperature and changes in currents, can negatively affect the emperor's habitat. In addition, the growth of global consumption demand also puts great pressure on the industry. In the future, research and development of emperor farming methods can be a persistent solution to reduce pressure on natural resources. Emperor farming not only helps meet the growing market demand, but also helps protect the marine environment and ensure the sustainable development of the industry. And applying science-based management measures will be key to ensuring the sustainable development of the emperor resource. Countries need to increase information sharing, cooperate in monitoring sportswear and develop new technologies to minimize environmental impacts. The emperor crab cage fishing industry is an important enterprise, with profound impacts on many aspects of life and economy. From its development history to its nutritional, commercial and culinary values, the emperor crab has demonstrated its importance in the global economy and culinary culture of many countries. One of the important lessons from the development of the royal business industry is the importance of protecting and sustainably managing natural resources. The balance between exploitation and conservation is key to ensuring the long-term survival and development of this industry. In the future, the emperor industry needs to continue to adapt to changes in the market and environment. The application of new technologies, sustainable aquaculture development, and enhanced international cooperation will be important factors for this industry to continue to develop, contribute to the global economy. And protect the marine environment. The discussion has delved into the analysis of various aspects of the emperor fishing industry using cage traps, from the development history, nutritional value, culinary value, commercial value, to the dangers of the formula and the basis for future development. Through this, we can see the importance of this industry to the economy, culture and environment. The protection and sustainable management of the emperor's resources is not only the responsibility of the relevant countries, but also an important task to ensure the sustainable development of the world.